This nigga.
Who the f is this nigga, bro? Yo, what the fuck happened to your leg, Flea? Who, my nigga? Who? Nah. Who the fuck?
Welcome back, you hardcore Bayonetta fans. My name is Rakun, and thank you so much for staying loyal. If you haven't watched part 1 of this major conspiracy theory, please do click that thumbnail on your screen or the link in the description for you mobile users. Alright, so who is this fiery entity? In that video, I ended your thoughts that the song The Moon Got in My Eyes was similar to another song. Well, that song was in our faces in the 2017 Game Awards. Now, this Bayonetta, as you may know, does not own Scarborough Fair, but Whittingham Fair. Whittingham Fair is also the name of a song that shares its name and lyrics with the songs Scarborough Fair, Elfin Night, and Rosemary Lane. The lyrics vary, but the melodies and tempos are extremely similar. When you Google Whittingham Fair, there are tons, and I mean tons, of variations and lyrics and authors and writers, which is the same for its counterpart, Scarborough Fair. I analysed the most common lyrics for each one, and this was the overall message for the song. Scarborough Fair is about a man saying all the impossible things that his ex-lover can do to come back, like making a shirt without seams or to cut something with leather. Whittingham Fair is the same, but in the perspective of a woman towards the end. With The Moon Got in My Eyes having the message of regretful love and the relief of not proceeding with that relationship, and Whittingham Fair insinuating the call me once you've cut diamond with leather type of emotion, I believe there is some sort of hatred or grudge between this Bayonetta and the antagonist of the third installment. What if this Bayonetta had a long lost lover or childhood that got banished into Inferno, forgot about him, and now he's back for revenge by cutting her in half? Wow, very romantic. No, seriously, I don't think the lover would kill her instantly because she's the former lover or the ex. I think there's something more to that. The common thing in drama and pop culture was that when you hate your former lover because of what they did, you made them suffer for as long as possible. On the other hand, for a lot of shows and pop culture, if you wanted power, prestige, money, you obliterated them without a trace. Seems unfortunately logical, right? Now, we have to remember that Jubelius, Aesir, and the Two Eyes of the World are gone. What if this fiery figure, who we think knows our Bayonetta, is now furious of this? He potentially could have been the one who used Aesir as a puppet all this time to collect the Eyes of the World. Who knows? Okay, so now we essentially have a stable theory on what the deal is between these two. It's time to ask who. Who is this entity?
This nigga.
Who the fuck is this nigga, bro? Yo, what the fuck happened to your leg, Flea? Who, my nigga? Who? Nah. Who the fuck?
Radon? Well, yes and no. What do I mean by that? I'll eventually get to that, but I have to explain other things first. So let's just put the Radon theory to the side. So let's assume this is not Radon, quotation marks. Maybe someone new? Possibly. The Z and the S that appears in the crack from the Bayonetta 3 logo could hint the initials of a new villain. Maybe based off someone like Zelmoxis? But then again, this can be really possible. For this argument, we don't have much to work with. Kamiya could literally chuck in whatever he wants to tear down this theory, and that's for any kind of series. Okay, so not Radon for now. A new character is out of control, then who? Well, a purple figure, red eyes, strong, and the ability to vanish into thin air. What if this is Cheshire? Not the doll, but the man who inspired the doll. I know sometimes kids could rename dolls or plushies in their childhood based off real people. Maybe since the little one was so isolated and discriminated for being the forbidden child, she was close friends with someone before he was banished. I'm pretty sure that banishing a boy into infernal hell for all eternity is a bit too much, don't you think, Umbran Elder? Regardless of what happened, I think the two got separated, which makes the little one name her doll Cheshire and become so attached to it.
Well, if I must, but I pray you've got a little something for me in return. You know, I'm very fond of stuffed animals.
In Alice in Wonderland, Cheshire is the name of a purple cat and is able to shapeshift and disappear. Seem familiar? Our Bayonetta jokingly calls Luca that in the first game plenty of times. We then find out that's the name of the little one's doll. Was this doll hinting this Bayonetta's long-lost lover or childhood friend? You know, cats are indeed invincible in the games and appear from time to time. Our Bayonetta also referenced Cheshire once in Chapter 4 of Bayonetta 2. Oh, is this the part where we get to fight him? Oh. Landing on his feet. Is this a hint to the next villain in Bayonetta 3? Hideki Kamiya once privately tweeted in 2018 that he has thought about making a Bayonetta 4, so it seems like he likes to think ahead. But anyway, let's look at some pop culture cliches that can prove my argument. It's a common antic in shonen stories where the last antagonist is almost never a newcomer, but rather someone or something that has something to do with the first installment or the main character's past. Kenshin's Inishi saga, Sherlock's Euros saga, Kakashi and Obito, kinda, Morty and Evil Morty, theory only. So would this Cheshire be part of the childhood of this Bayonetta that we see in the trailer? Also, each of the main villains of each game have an sound at the end of their names. Baldur, Isa, and potentially Cheshire, completing A, B, and C. So the Whittingham lover theory. Could this figure fighting this Bayonetta be the infamous Cheshire that was hiding under our noses? Maybe. I'm Rakun, I'm restoring a knowledgeable universe. This Bayonetta, our Bayonetta, this Bayonetta. Wait, if we hypothesize who this is, and our short hair, beautiful Bayonetta hasn't died yet, then who's this?